What's up, Otaku fam? We are the Otaku Couple, back with more reactions here for the channel. With more Gigguk, we have Winter Anime 2023 in a nutshell. Shit. I'm here for it.
Let's see what we got.
We're finally, keeping up with anime on a more regular basis, thanks to the Patreon, which, by the way, you should check us out on Patreon if you want full uncut reactions to anime, TV shows, and movies. Links down below in the description. Shameless plug. It's a good time.
I'm not gonna lie, I did have a moment where I was like, oh my god, are we really in 2023?
Yeah. Winter's almost over. Because spring starts late March.
Right, because the groundhog saw its shadow or whatever.
Thank you guys for the continued support. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Every little bit helps. Go check out Gigguk. Let's do it.
Remember the good old days where we could follow every anime being released? I don't. You thought you didn't have enough time to follow full 2022 anime? Well, introducing Winter 2023, where we've added an extra 12 shows on top of how many fall had. So that's an extra full season of anime per week. We've got a whole 54 new anime this season. So I'm sure we got some crazy stuff, right? Let's see, we got more Isekai, a lot of Isekai, Spy X, Dream Daddy, Ghost Dust over Man's Best Friend. Nier Automata. Okay, now we're talking. Nier has one of the most hard-hitting stories in the history of video games. An incredible, profound, introspective tale exploring philosophy, consciousness that will make you question the meaning of life itself. Let's see how Nier fans are appreciating this incredible story.
This fucking video is so cool. It looks like he's actually in a video game. I grew up playing Dave Mira and riding bikes, and this looks exactly like the game did, and it's saying he managed to sync it up so perfectly, and I don't know how he the accuracy of the it's perfect. I don't.
I mean, they knew what they were doing. They knew what the audience was for that.
They do that a lot.
Yeah. They knew what their audience was.
What's your favorite Pop Tart?
Obviously, it's the strawberry one, but there's...
That's such a basic fucking bitch answer.
All right, you want a real answer, Joey?
Yes.
The 2002 tie-in merch Pop Tarts that came out for the Spider-Man movie.
What are you saying?
What is this?
You know what's sad about that is I know exactly which one he's talking about.
Let us know your favorite Pop Tarts down below.
When 2002 happened. I said you were still such a youngin' when 2002 happened.
I know. I was 8.
I was 10.
Yeah.
I had to count on my fingers. I had to do math. I don't do quick math.
Let us know down below your favorite Pop Tarts.
Sometimes all you need in a show is some dumb,
answers.
bloody fun. And this show about a group of betrayed samurai taking revenge on their revengees called Revengers seems to be exactly that. Gen the Butcher Urabuchi is back, baby. We got the blood. We got the action. We got the violence. We don't got Tokyo in the name. That's probably why more people aren't watching this. If you like your anime with a spice of revenge on the side, just look at how hard this guy gets revenged.
Revenge.
God damn, that guy did some revenging.
That guy did
this season. And I want a browser that gives me the optimal anime viewing experience, which is why today's sponsor is Opera GX. Are you a true gamer? Don't answer that. Then Opera GX.
Look, we skip sponsors in the reactions, but y'all should definitely go check it out and support the boy.
Support the boy.
Because you know we will.
Use the link in the description to download the Opera GX browser for absolutely free. Thank you very much to Opera GX for sponsoring us today, and back to the video. I just convinced some Isekai are AI generated, because there is no way the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world isn't a title written by ChatGPT. Black hair, overpowered protag, a harem, that fucking scene where they go to magic school and everyone's surprised the main character can do magic without any incantation. This has it all, or wait, are we missing something?
And there it is! There it is!
He's the guy without a bit of slavery. Just, Why is this a trope? When did this become a staple of Isekai anime? I swear to God, if I see one more anime with slavery... Ooh, slavery. Now this is the good shit. Vinland Saga is back with Studio Mappa this time, on their way to collecting every single anime franchise that ever exists. They seem to be doing
But facts, though. Mappa ain't getting no breaks, my guy.
I hope they have some vacation.
It's
I'm
like
sure they do, but still.
it's like the Odd Ones Out video about the truth about the how animation is made and everything. It's like, do you guys think that they just worked all day, every day for a week? Like, good job on that episode, guys. All right, back to the time for the next one. It's literally that for Mappa.
Yeah.
All the time.
Because they're taking on new seasons and stuff, and older animes to remake it, like.
Crazy.
excellent job taking the mantle from Studio Wits once again. This looks like it's truly gonna do justice to the legendary source material. Stardew Valley. Alright, we also got... Fuck. How many more sequels do we have here? Tokyo Revengers 2, Nagatoro's Second Attack, Bungo Stray Dogs 4, Rising of the Shield Lolly 2, Inspector 2,
Rising of the
Ganmadan
Shield
4.
Lolly.
I think there are more sequels in this one season than all the anime in some older seasons, but all that doesn't matter because Anos the Giga Chad Voldigoat has returned to take his crown once more. Oh, I don't know, he doesn't seem that different from every Isekai protagonist. Oh, I'm sorry, how many other anime protagonists do you know that's won a war, had his first kiss, killed a guy with a heartbeat, got his own harem, is the strongest in the world, had 10,000 kids when he was 1 month old? Well, looks like we got some fairy slaves this time. Gentlemen and ladies, are we not all tired of slavery in our fantasy anime? Do we not all agree? Slavery is bad? Well, have no fear. I shall put a stop to this endless cycle of slavery.
And now you're gonna do that?
With more slavery.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, looks like we got ourselves a cute little shoujo about a girl and a worker fairy. That's what they call it in the
Worker
show. That's
fairy.
totally different. She's innocent. Just look at her innocently buying this fairy in a market that traffics fairies.
Such a bargain and proper nice as well.
Honestly though, that aside, it's good to see more shoujo anime coming out now, and this looks gorgeous. I'm loving the watercolor style background and character designs. If you're one of the many OG starved shoujo fans in the modern day, this might be one for you.
I just look beautiful.
Man arrested on suspicion of murder.
My bros.
No.
Just the cunning little talk and then.
Starting. The era of tomboys is
I wanna
upon
watch
us.
this.
Short hair? Check. Cute fangs? Check. Muscles? Check. Neuron activation? Double check.
Double
If any man
check.
here wishes to join our Church of Tomboys today, you need just utter the holy phrase.
Love the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
Girls, if you think the worst thing you can say is no, you got
Shouts out to Spike Spiegel, baby.
It still makes me cry. I want to watch this. And
Let's put it up on a poll.
I want to watch this. And what was the daddies one where it was the spy
It's-
daddies?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I want to watch that too. Really bad.
We'll
Both-
throw 'em on a
both
poll.
of these I really want to watch.
Yeah, we can switch that out with something whenever one of our Kohai tier shows end. Boruto feels like it's never gonna end.
Tomo-chan is a girl, a tomboy so friendly, so completely overpowering. She gets bro-zoned. This looks pretty cute, actually. You could have just said this was Tomboy Nozaki-kun, and that's all you needed to say, baby. We got Assassination Classroom, except the girls try to become spies in an organization based
kinda
entirely
wanna see
around
this
cute
too.
anime girls. I like to call this aesthetic, wait, this isn't a gacha game adaptation? You know, after Licorice Recall, I'm getting a bit concerned now about just how many nations have decided to put their entire national security on the back of adorable anime girls. When Kaguya-sama first aired, it asked the question, what happens if two tsunderes like each other? But now, the Ice Guy and his cool female colleague asks, what happens if two kuderes like each other? And I think I have the answer. Black holes with the mass of our sun will take 10,000 billion years to evaporate 0.0000001% of its mass. Meaning, black holes will be around for more years after the last star has died than there are atoms in the observable universe. They will be the oldest thing left in the dying universe. Only second to these two getting a step closer to confessing. Jumping Jumping straight off the Spy X Family
Buddy
hype train, we
daddies.
have Buddy Daddies,
Buddy
showing what would
daddies.
happen if John Wick had a bring your daughter to work day. This is kind of like Spy X Family, except Anya's parents aren't casually bringing her along while they murder groups of people, or assassinating her biological dad right in front of her. This is a family-friendly show, right? Ignoring this 4-year-old's incoming repressed trauma, this one's pretty cute actually, and a lot of that is down to how good of a job they're doing at portraying this kid. I think they did an even better job than Anya, making her feel like a kid. Forget your perfectly crafted birth rate fixing anime daughters, this is the real deal, because sometimes she's just an annoying little shit, ain't she?
I want to apologize.
I
What I was most excited about, Trigun Stampede. If you got into
Trigun.
anime in the same generation I did, Trigun was probably one of the first anime you watched, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't be more excited to see this reimagining from Studio Orange. You got a sci-fi desert setting of Dune meets Clint Eastwood, some good old-fashioned spaghetti western action. Vash is just as goofy and charismatic as ever. For all the radical changes they've made compared to the originals, I've enjoyed the first few episodes immensely. Now let's talk about 3D. Once again, Studio Orange is proving why they are the king of 3D anime. You can say you don't dig the style, but you can't say that this is a badly animated show. The insane dynamic action shots, the character animations, and little micro expressions they have, nothing feels rigid or stiff. For a 3D
Right.
show, this looks more expressive than most 2D anime. On a purely visual front, Studio Orange have upped their game once again, continuing to break all preconceptions about CGI anime. My only concern is if this style will be able to capture the darker sides of the story, if it is even remotely following what came before. Oh, I recognize that city from anywhere. This is a fantasy anime. Let's see what's going on in this fantasy world. We got a group
What
of
the
fantasy
fuck?
misfits that have been thrown out of their original groups to band together to create an outcast group. And I don't know why I find this so amusing, but the main protagonist's name is Nick. Yes, Nick. I don't know why I find that so funny. And here we have the Hall of Fame of the most iconic anime characters of all time. Goku, Naruto, Saitama. Fucking Nick, innit? If you ever think you're
Fucking
failing in
Nick, innit?
romance in life, remember this guy just snagged the prettiest girl in class who shows up at his door, cleans his room, takes care of him, and cooks him the perfect meals every day, and all he had to do was give her an umbrella.
So it's Heaven's Feel.
Yeah.
That's all Shiro had to do.
Standards are too low.
And even he was just like, no, you don't need to do that. And she said, I'm coming inside.
True.
Make me a key.
That's it!
It should have been me, not him!
That was just a joke though. See, that's not me. I'm in a happy relationship and this is way too pure and wholesome for my tastes. Just look at how innocently she takes care of him and cooks for him and cleans for him. Disgusting. This relationship is so wholesome. No guy would ever want that in their own lives. Okay, Sydney, you can put the gun away now. Oh, here we go. Another show in the teasing genre. Now we're talking. That last show was way too pure. I've seen enough Nagatoro to know where this is going. Wait a minute.
This is just more wholesome!
This is just
no
more
horniness season. Come
wholesome.
on, it must be somewhere. Oh boy, it's time for the era of 2B horniness to enter the anime community. Nier Automata is one of the most beloved action JRPGs of modern times, so a lot of fans will be watching this closely with judging eyes, and so far, it's pretty good. The action looks decent, they are doing my gal 2B justice in every department, the CG even looks really good. For a PS2 game, it seems like this is on course for a decent adaptation so far. But Nier has one of the most profound and amazing video game experiences of all time, but part of the reason it works is because the creator is a fucking madman. So much of Nier's insane experience is tied to the crazy way Yoko Taro decided to integrate it into the gameplay. You complete the game, he forces you to replay it not once but twice to get the full story. It has 26 possible endings. Some of the shit in here is even out there for a lot of gamers, so I'm not sure how well the Nier Automata experience can be translated to a TV series. But either way, I'll be very curious to see how they continue to adapt. Oh, this must be that secret anime original ending. 2 years ago, Studio Bind blasted onto the scene with Mushoku Tensei, and this season they are back with Oshimai, which is unironically, and perhaps a bit worryingly, one of the best animated shows this season. I'll be honest, I've heard from manga readers this is meant to be an innocent, wholesome show, but there
I've
is
seen
some
this in this
sussy-wussy anime bullshit going on in the background here. Because at the end of the day, it's about an unemployed, degenerate man who wakes up one day to find himself as a cute, young anime girl. Yes, that's right. They've made a story about a Discord mod turning into his own profile picture.
It should have been me, not him!
Oh, no.
Oh. Wait.
We'll get there, but
Okay.
I hope you don't get triggered, guys. We know you're out there. We know you exist.
Darth, I'm looking at.
At least Darth doesn't do that.
No.
Creator of Kakiguri is back, and
We
they
have
just
anybody
can't
in
seem
our
to get away from the
community that does
casino
that.
setting, can they? My man's out here casually getting a royal flush, which has a 0.0000154% chance of happening, or as a gacha gamer would call it, rather good odds. This looks like a dopey, fun
good
action series where everyone has a different bullshit power depending on whatever playing card they have. You got this girl, who has the power of Thai food. Then Americans be like, this is looking like it could be a lot of fun, but I think more people will be watching it if they just went ahead and called this card captor JoJo. Alright, where's all the Isekai this season?
Did someone say Isekai?
Nah, I think this is a normal fantasy. Finally, a fantasy anime that goes, we don't need to copy every other fantasy isekai world to ever be made. Let's copy Attack on Titan instead. I kid. This is more Monster Hunter than it is Attack on Titan. I'm always excited to see promising anime original projects, and this one has yet to fully show its cards, so I'm definitely going to be keeping a close eye on this, if not only to keep track of how they handle the relationship between the main duo of this older guy and the younger looking teenage girl.
Oh my god!
何やってんのあれは1回でいいんだよ
もしもし、ポリスメン
Hello, police.
Bye, bitch.
Now here's an isekai concept I can get behind. What's the best way to save up for early retirement? Just embezzle your money to another world. You know, we've had enough morally correct power fantasy protagonists. I'm glad there's finally a girl who's showing us what isekai was always meant to be about. Escaping the IRS. Holy Jesus, how many more isekai fantasy shows do we have this season? We got an actual
wild.
farming
All of
isekai
them.
this time, where they do real farming instead of killing dragons with carrots or whatever the hell this is. I know you think you've seen every ridiculous isekai
Campfire
power-up
cooking
imaginable,
in
but
another
campfire
world?
cooking in another world with my absurd skill has introduced possibly the most overpowered ability an isekai protagonist has ever acquired. Amazon Prime.
Okay, why? Why does this show need to be a thing? Why do these exist, baby? Who's the demographic for this?
These are the ideas that get declined by Netflix.
That's even sadder considering what Netflix green lights.
Chilling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army? Finally, an isekai protagonist with a worthless power I can relate to. Being 30.
要するに無能だ
There's yet another fantasy about an Otome game, Villainous. To its credit, this one has a pretty unique premise. Instead of a girl getting isekai'd into an Otome game, the in-game characters can actually hear their players' Let's Play commentary as the voice of God. We finally got lock-picking lawyer in another world. Dude gets isekai'd just to find himself opening chests for his party. Reborn to the Master of Blade, from Hero King to Extraordinary Squire, looks alright actually. It's always refreshing to see dragons that not only aren't CG, but looks good. And I can say that about the rest of this show as well. It looks way better than it has any right to be, but with so many isekai and fantasy shows airing this season, I might actually have to be selective with which shows I watch, which is why I've had to put all my chips into one isekai pick this season. It would probably be this. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and Young Genius Lady may sound like a title designed to give your brain an aneurysm, but it's a show
It
that
is,
instantly
though.
charms you into its world and characters. It's one of those shows that actually tries to tell a classic fantasy story over doing bullshit isekai stuff, and a lot of this is down to the protagonist being an absolute force of nature. I am convinced she's the reincarnation of Chisato in a fantasy world, because she takes over any scene with her infectious energy. But I know, there's a lot of isekai this season. What is this show doing that's more special than every other isekai airing right now? Gay girls, innit?
Gay girl, that was probably a lie.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that.
It's like the last one. Gay girls. Gay girls. Oh my god. There's some I want to check out.
Yeah, there's a lot. We definitely have a lot going for us whenever it's time to do the next reaction poll.
The isekai though, with the singers, I was like, I don't think I can do that right now because that gives me Vivi vibes. And after watching Vivi, the robotic
Right.
singer, that was a lot.
Let us know which anime you're enjoying from winter 2023. We will see you guys for the next video. Bye.
Bye.